In this video, I'm rolling with Hussein again. Hussein is a brown belt who's been in 3 of my prior videos. He specializes in footlocking but had a good all-around game. Now he's a black belt, and this is our first roll on the channel where Hussein is wearing his black belt and I my brown belt together. So that's my instructor. He's a Renzo Gracie 4th degree black belt, old school, a little bit older than me. And we're discussing heart attacks because a friend of mine just passed away, 41 years old. Rest in peace, Larry. He was in good health. He had all kinds of tests done. They told him he was very healthy, and he passed away of a heart attack pretty much instantly. So I just told Hussein that thought is terrifying, almost as terrifying as rolling with him. So I made a bad joke, but you need to make jokes to release the tension. So here I'm trying not to let him get... So he likes spider guard. Besides the leg locking game, that's kind of, it kind of goes upstairs and downstairs. So his upstairs game is spider guard. I'm pretty good at defending it. It used to be a big deal defending the spider guard 10 years ago, 12 years ago at Marcelo Garcia Academy. I remember really working on that. So it's a way of keeping your knee and elbow connected, and you could see I'm defending it. All the things I'm doing here is something to watch if you want to learn how to defend the spider guard, outside of my explanation. You could just watch it over and over. So that's what I'm doing. I'm defending it. Now what happens is if I defend it enough, it opens up my legs. So here I'm trying to flatten his leg and pass by extending my hips. This works on a lot of guys. But Hussein is still hunting that spider guard. So there he almost has the lasso on the right side. I was able to swim out of it. So now he's given up on the spider guard, and he's switching to a collar sleeve, which he's using to do a technical stand-up, even though I have his foot. And I just dropped to guard. I was playing it safe there a little bit. I know I'm accused of not being aggressive enough sometimes, but I'd rather be safe. So here he spins me into a foot lock. It's like a toe hold. I'm trying to prevent the pressure. I'm using my leg, my other leg, to stop him from really pushing. But eventually he gets it.
I tried not to. Yeah, no, it was, well, I know tapping early, too early.
And I told him, I said, I can only hold out on that for so long because I know that if you get through that last line of defense, it could lead to injury for me. So I just have to figure out how to unwind our legs when he starts with his leg entanglements. So there I was able to push him back and use the Tariando to go to knee on belly, but he's fighting it. I never solidified it, but I would say that was probably as close to passing Hussein's guard as I've ever gotten. So he's really good at framing. I can't even explain the frame, how easily he's keeping me off with that Heisman Trophy frame. Again, he's looking for that spider guard. He wants to weave his legs into my sleeves. But I've developed a pretty good defense for it. In the early days, it felt impossible to stop. Somebody just grabs your sleeve, puts their foot on your bicep, and the next thing you know, you're getting triangled, like right here. So here I'm able to change the angles of his frames and my frames by going to the side. Looking to escape, he's pulling on the collar. He's got a tight collar sleeve. Even though Hussein's a little bit smaller than me, as usual, he's stronger than me. But he's, I think, 20 years younger. So that might be a little advantage for him. And he's trained with John Donahar in the Blue Basement because that's our parent school. We're allowed to train there, I think either for free or at a discount. There he got the calf slicer that I'm so susceptible to.
Yeah. Actually,
It's hard to stop. It takes awareness. The awareness is what stops many moves. If you don't have the awareness, you can't stop it. The technical answer to after you've already been caught into something is great, but stopping it is really the key before it starts. Like they should have stopped Hitler at Munich. What movie is that? So here I'm looking for my spider guard and De La Hiva. I like De La Hiva when the person stands up. I like spider guard when somebody stands up. There the bell just rang and I told them, just keep going. Do you want to keep going? Because I like for the rounds to be at least 8 minutes. So there he Tariando'd me and was able to slide, and I just casually took a quarter guard. Because as many of you know, it's not that I like this position, but my defense is usually pretty good from this position. So I don't get nervous as most people would get if they were pretty much mounted like this. That's Billy in the background. He got his blue belt. I have a video with him getting purple belt getting submitted by white belt, and that was him about 6 months ago. Him being the white belt at the time. So here I got smother tapped, but you could see my nose was white. I don't know what color my nose turned, my big nose. But he had my head trapped, and I really wasn't smothering. It was more of a nose pain, but I turned into it, so I kind of blame myself, and I didn't realize he was looking for a finish there. But that ends the round. That's our first roll together as our new belt on the channel. And I just want to thank everybody. If you find value in my content and you want to help support the channel, I have a merch store. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. Both are in the description. And I appreciate everyone. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a channel. So thank you guys. See you next time.